What's up, guys? It's the Rock 17 here. It's the Rock, whatever people call me, a lot of things. Again, that's not why we're here. We're here today because we're going to talk about toxicologists. One of the most unique, well, they're all pretty unique. One of the unique classes on Spellbreak. It's a great class if you want to do the damage after or afterwards. Damage has to call. I don't remember how to call. But if you want to make extra damage as they walk away, this is it. Right, this is one of them, just like fire as well. We're gonna talk about the skills when we get into the practice mode. Right now, I want to talk about the talents. Talents that I use are right here: harmony, dexterity, and recovery. So harmony and the mind. Let's talk a little bit about that. It gives you immunity to slow, frozen, and shot. So incoming damage reduction by 5%, which is a big deal, right? And I like this. I usually use this for pretty much all of my classes, unless I play Conduit, which this is really a good one as well. But that's another video, right? For toxicologists, I recommend Harmony because of this right here, immune to slow, frozen, shock. Because when you're trying to get close to use your cloud to get invisible, well, you might get, frozen, you might get slow, you might get shocked, and well, with this right here, that does not happen. Since I find toxicologist to be a fairly close range class, I really recommend that. Oh well, if you play in a team, you can also use tracking. If you throw your spell and somebody walks through it, or because it does have such a huge range. And what I mean by that is just sprays. The puddle sprays a lot because of the drops. Somebody can walk to it, and well, you're going to see it on the map highlighted. You and your squad can see it for 3 seconds. So if that works for you, great. But I find that Harmony works best for pretty much all the classes, except for Conduit. Any other right here? I guess if you prefer it, you could play it, but I really do recommend this too, specifically Harmony. And the body scrolls and the body talents, I recommend Dexterity, mainly because I use recovery on my spirit one, so I'm only left with 1 point to spare, and well, Dexterity pretty well rounded for that. Jump high plus 25%, and mana cost when levitating minus 15%, which is pretty good. You can also use Fervor, which is spellcast speed plus 50%. I guess that helps a little bit, but I see people playing it. I don't see really a big difference to using it. I think this is more for, like I said, maybe Conduit, but yeah, I don't find that. Maybe this Fortitude, so you can get that damage absorb when you're trying to go to your cloud, but 60 seconds is a long time, and it might not help you a lot throughout your fights, especially if you're playing close range. So yeah, that's already it's my go-to. Actually, this is my setup, like I said, for most of my classes. Recovery and my spirit talent scrolls. On held damage, regenerate 50% of damage taken every 12 seconds. It takes 12 seconds. So, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. You get hit with 30 and you recover 15, which it's great, right? It doesn't happen again until 12 seconds pass, but 12 seconds is not as much as, 60. So, you can also use Escapist, which is not a bad idea, I guess. When you get damaged, trying to go to your cloud, or why not? Somebody blow it up or whatever. Your run speed gets plus 3 for 5 seconds, and that's good if you're trying to get close to your targets or run away, perhaps. Any other ones, I really don't see the point on it. Vital Storm, people use it for some reason, and I find that I kill pretty much everybody that uses it right after they die. It's just, for me, it's a waste. I guess if you're playing in a team, it's sort of helpful if you can get away quickly, but like I said, I find like I pretty much kill 90% of my opponents that use this and try to get away. So yeah, thirsty, maybe you want to take potions and shields a little bit quicker, but I find that these two are pretty much the best, recovery being the best. So yeah, let's jump into practice mode and see the skills. Let me get some of this stuff so we can test them all out. Invisibility because of the skill, the third skill that we get, and we're gonna test if it does work, which it does. I'm gonna show you that. And yeah, let's start with viscosity. Viscosity with your touch spray leaves sticky touchy puddles, and boom, right there. If you use this as your secondary, it does not leave these puddles. Now, when you throw them, you can see there's 10 drops right there that sprayed out. So the farther it travels, the longer and more of a range it has right there. Boom, big puddle, right? Goes by, just one big puddle right there. Long enough, right? For somebody to walk on, and like I said, use the tracking, or why not? Like I said before, I find this class to be a fairly close range class. The reason being because if I hit this person from close by, I do the 30 plus the 6 damage on poison. But if I'm far away, if I hit him, 7, right? Because I didn't hit him with all the drops that I throw. So if you want to do the whole damage that this class can make, fairly close, it's the way to go. Now, the cloud, let's talk about the cloud as well. That's your sorcery. Sorcery does not require mana. It just has a cooldown, but like you see, it makes a little explosion when it hits, and whoever passes through it will get poisoned when they're inside of it. And I think it does damage when you get out of it. It still gives you a little bit of damage. But explosion, boom, there you go. Now that's good because you can use it for yourself, which we'll see in a second, and it can interact with other gauntlets. Let's start stun first, which it does not interact with it, but we're gonna, look at it just to show you that it does not. Throw it, use the basic, it does not interact. Throw the boulder, does not interact, right? It doesn't do it with the spells either, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that as well. Spell, just gets it away, right? It doesn't really do anything. Just throws it away. Let's try the bottle with the boulder. Again, it just explodes, right? So not really a big deal there with the rock, with the Stonebreaker. Fire, of course, it does interact. We see that in the tutorial, but we're gonna show it anyways, right? So this is very interesting because I figured out that you can throw a fireball to it, and that's how the spells interact. So you throw the puddle, you throw a fireball at it, or even the wall. Let's test it right here. Even the wall, boom, it will just ignite it. You see that? It has a little bit farther in the back, right? And it'll just go away right there. Let's see from the range, because this is very important. If you have a pretty long range, you see that right there. You throw it, the whole thing will catch on fire. The whole thing will catch on fire. That's very useful, right? If you're trying to deny a certain part of the map, a certain area where you're standing on to cover yourself, so they will get into certain parts of a castle, for example, or whatever. It's very helpful. Now we already tried the wall. We're gonna try the cloud. So the cloud, you throw the cloud, throw a fireball at it, boom, explosion, right? Big explosion right there, and it will hit the people around it. It will hit the people inside of it. But keep in mind that it will hit you as well. So be careful with that. Now this works as well with the wall. Ignite it. Now, like you see, the fire in here went away. It kept the ones on the side where the explosion did not happen, but right here it cleared the way. So keep that in mind as well. You will, if you're using the fire, your wall will not keep protecting you after you use the poison on it. It will just go away. And it works the other way around as well. I think I did it like that. I'm gonna do the boom. Right? You can put the firewall first, and then throw the cloud at it, or put the cloud and then put the wall on it. It will explode either way, as long as they touch it, right? It will make an explosion. So that's an interaction with fire, which is pretty cool. Ice. Do ice, baby. No, that's a lame joke. Anyway, it's people's favorite. Frostborn. They love this because of those snipes. But let's see how this interacts, right? If I throw the puddle in there and I'll throw it, it does not interact. Shoot, there we go. So it freezes it. You can walk to it, skate to it, and why not? So that's how these spells interact. Boom, frozen, right? And yeah, so, and the cloud, well, it does pretty much the same thing. You can throw at it, boom, frozen, right? Just froze the person that was inside of it. You can do it like that, or you can actually do it somewhere else, and you can stand on it, or deny the weight for somebody, so you can, that's not what I meant to do. It freezes it with that as well, but that's not what I meant to do. You can put it there, boom, you deny the access to that, and certain things can destroy this cloud, but like you can see now, you're safe to quickly put a potion on, and right here, you deny the access to that way. Now they gotta go around, and be in more danger because they're trying to go around or something like that. So that's fairly quick. Maybe you want to stand on it for some reason, you want a little higher ground and you don't have it yet, you can use that as well in that way. It interacts, like we see the spell interacts with the sorcery. I'm gonna do the same thing, freezes it, right? Disappears, and it freezes the person inside of it. Pretty cool. Next one is Tatsu. We already have it, and lightning. Let's go. This is pretty cool. I like conduit a lot. So if you throw the puddle, you can throw a bolt at it, electrify people that's touching it. You can see it right here. You can see it right here. Electrify, right? Just you don't have to aim at it, it will just electrify. Boom, pretty cool. So if you throw one and it's pretty far away, you don't have to hit him. Electrifies, pretty awesome. Now let's see how it interacts with the cloud. Ball, that's the same. Electrify the person that's touching it, and as you see, a little close by to it. And that's how they interact. Now this interacts as well with the sorceries, as you can see, pretty awesome. And the same goes for the cloud. It has 5 seconds here until it charge. Let's wait for it. I'm gonna throw the cloud. I'm gonna throw the thing. Boom. Electrify people, right? The same thing that if you were throwing a bolt at it. So that's how it interacts with conduit. Now, last but not least, we have Tempest, the airbending machine. This is pretty awesome. See how the spells interact. Explosion. Little explosion right there. It throws the poison into the air. So if you throw it right there, wrong button again, throw it again, boom, explosion. Makes it, if you walk to this, it will make damage to it. That's how the spells interact. Now let's see how the cloud interacts with the spells. Wrong button again. I did it anyways. Throw the cloud and the spell will dissipate it, right? So it will dissipate the cloud. It does that with different things as well, like the fire one. We'll see that when we go over the Tempest class. But that's how it interacts with the cloud. Now, the tornado. You can put the tornado down, or put the cloud down, and then, or the puddle down, and then the tornado. It works exactly the same. We're gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw the poison from the spell, and it will create a poison tornado. Right, pretty cool. And it works the other way around. You can throw the portal, which we're about to see here in a second. 2 seconds. You can throw the portal, boom, and then you can throw the fail, completely fail. Wow, completely fail. But anyways, you can do the other way around. You can put the portal first and then the tornado. Oh, it does not. It does not. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was sure it did, but I was wrong. So it does not interact that way. You can do the tornado and then throw the puddles at it, and it will work. However, let's see. We do the tornado first, and we're gonna throw the toxic cloud at it. That was my sorcery, my toxic cloud, and it does pretty much the same that if you throw in the puddles at it. It will create a poison tornado. And I'm sure it works the other way around. Again, you see it right there, big tornado cloud, and press the buttons the wrong way, so forgive me. We're gonna wait here a couple seconds, and we're gonna throw the cloud first, and then we're going to throw the tornado. Cloud, tornado. As you can see, it works the exact same way. So yeah, that's how they interact. Now, for the skills, let's upgrade it. Yeah, we already saw the first skill, which is viscosity, leaves the puddles, and we're gonna look at the second one. Second one, it's awesome. It's really awesome. It leaves, does that. You can, when you go to it, your dash, wherever direction you're going to, and you'll go invisible for 3 seconds right here. Visible for 3 seconds. So you could do it as I did. A lot of people do it. Right, boom. See, you got a free dash, and you have the advantage of the air right on the bat, right? So it's pretty cool. You can do it the other way around. You can do forward or sideways for that matter. I'm gonna do it sideways. There we go. You can do it forward, boom, like that, and it's pretty awesome. And that's what the second one, Vanish Mist, does. We're gonna go to the next one. Maybe I can do it one more time here. Boom. We're gonna go to the next one, and the next one is called Outbreak. While invisible, plus 75% touch spray damage. So let's show you what that looks like, because it does work with the room. It's amazing. So invisible, no matter how you get invisible, it works. So we can see 30 damage right there. I'm gonna use my room, invisible, and boom, 52 damage, because it added that plus 75%. It also works with the cloud. Let's do that, and boom, plus 75%. That's 52 damage right there out of the bat. Again, boom, 52 damage. So that's if you're close by. Obviously, if you're a little farther away, like we said a little while, it will increase the damage, but you know, it's not as much as you would like to. Still hit 24 though, so if you're invisible, that extra damage, it's special. But if you want to make all the damage that it can make, excuse me, pretty close by or fairly close, it's the way to go. And this lead us to the next and last skill, and it's called Spreading Sickness. I'll show you why. So let's read it real quick. Spreading Sickness, touch the cloud plus 2. So instead of 1 cloud, you have 3 clouds, which is freaking awesome. Let me grab the fire. Was that stun? Yeah, that was stun. Let me get the fire one real quick so you can see. And we'll throw 3. 3 means bigger explosion, right? Awesome. I was sick. Big explosion. So that last skill, it will just help you throw more toxic clouds. Boom, kapow, over there. Let me see if I can. So I'll show you the damage again. And so yeah, so I think you can freeze all 3 of them at the same time. Let me go to it. Nope, just one at a time, right? That's a big deal though. That's three of these things that you can throw, and obviously, for obvious reasons, more area damage, more chances of somebody walking through it, and or chances of hitting somebody with explosion all of it. Right? It's pretty good. Boom. Pretty awesome. So yeah, this is Toxicologist for you. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. I have a little footage of so that you can see here in a minute of D-Man, D-Legend, the best toxicologist on the game, Trey TV. I'm going to show you a little bit of his footage so you can see a little bit of what you can do with this class. It's really so Trey Go TV. I'm gonna put a link to his Twitch on the description below so that you can see a little bit more of the gameplay of him. Just go ahead and pay him a visit, watch a little of his videos, and I hope you enjoy the little clip that I'm about to show you of him. Let's go for it. Alright, so here we're gonna see a little bit of his gameplay. He's using Frostborn to take those longer shots, fairly close range, as you've seen a little bit ago. He uses the cloud to dash up and get invisible, fairly close range. Again, boom, dash up, get invisible, getting close enough to make a little bit more damage. Frostborn for the longer shots. Amazing shot. And here, right here, this is it. Cloud, dash up, invisible, close enough, boom, plus 75% damage. And this guy got obliterated there. It just destroyed. So yeah, that's it. Alright, so as you can see, the way to use Toxicologist right there. Perfectly executed. Using the clouds to dash upwards and get an advantage on your opponent. Using the plus 75% damage, as you see there at the end. Completely obliterated this guy. He had no idea what was coming to him, and next thing he knew, he was in the lobby waiting for a new match. But yeah, just using those clouds for the dash and the visibility, so you're not noticed getting close enough to make that extra damage. And yeah, so yeah, that's I can't give you a better example of that right there. Again, go ahead and visit this guy, Trey Go TV on Twitch. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and give him a follow, watch a few of his videos. I hope you like this video. Hope it was helpful, that you learn a couple of things. If you haven't watched my video about management and landing and other tips like that, go ahead and watch it. That will help you as well. And stay tuned for another video and another class soon enough. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you watching these videos. It means a lot to me. So I hope you keep on coming, and peace.